Will be kind of nice if there are voiceovers in this part, but you know, it's all good. Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and this is Raiders of the Lost Raiders of the North Sea for the I guess for PC. This is on Steam. So I know this game was kickstarted some time ago. I have not played the analog version. My introduction has been this version. Excuse me. My introduction has been the digital conversion, if you will. So making a note there. Sorry. So yeah, let's jump right in. I have a handful of games under my belt. I've done the tutorial. There is a campaign. There's also a pass and play for a single screen. This game, I believe, the digital version, it's been out on iOS and Android for some time. These are recent releases, I think, for Steam and the Nintendo Switch. This is the Steam version. So I'm going to do versus AI. I have done a campaign. Honestly, okay, you can just do a set of different types of missions and there's some story there. I guess there's some continuity. I'm just gonna do a normal versus AI game, and I've only really been into a lot of analog games like maybe a year or so. So there's gonna be some nomenclature that I may or may not be familiar with, but what I do think that I know is that this is a worker game, a worker placement game where you'll have different you have resources and things, but you have workers you can put in different places, and it has a certain effect. So it's about where you put a worker and where you take a worker from enables you to do everything you do in the game, essentially. I have to select 2 cards to discard. So the red, I'll do the one in the middle here. So the red here symbolizes, I guess, like your strength. So the higher strength you have, you'll see, like, when you get to the end of the game, you can roll some die that if you roll a certain number that gets added to your strength, you can get more victory points. Getting the most victory points is how you win the game. So it's important. I mean, you kind of want to go into the latter part of the game having a crew that has a pretty high number of a pretty high strength number. So it's important to hire a specific villager or whomever to be on your crew. This is dictated here. So this Avenger would cost 3 silver. Upon hiring, upon making this person member of your crew, I believe triggers this. So if killed, force an opponent to lose a crew member also. I think that's how. Some of these things seem like they happen right when you would hire the person to be a crew member. Other ones seem like the catalyst is, well, obviously being killed, and the whole Valkyrie thing. We'll get to that. And then if you go into the town hall, there's an action that you can pick from whomever your crew members are, and you can basically enact it. So if you would go to town hall with this crew member, you could, if you pick them, you would force all your opponents to lose 1 silver. So basically, this is like the strength, what it costs to hire them. Now, keep in mind, the caveat here is I'm still learning, so if I'm saying something incorrect, please let me know in the comments. If to curse at me, yell at me, just, hey, by the way, it's this, not that. That'll be just fine. I believe this is triggered by hiring them, but not always, because clearly if you look over here for the Warmonger, you gain 1 victory point when raiding a harbor. That's not triggered by hiring them. So I'm still trying to figure that part out. All right, let's see. The merchant is useful. They offer no strength at all. They're cheaper to hire, but use any building's action as if you were there. Is really useful. Trader also offers no strength, costs more money, and I guess you gain additional victory point for each of your offerings at the game's end. That's pretty useful. So I'm gonna want to leave her here. Yeah. Make an offering at the Longhouse paying 1 less plunder or silver. That's also very useful. I think the Berserker's gonna go, even though the Berserker had the highest strength, but it's not that important. The game just started. I'm sure someone's cringing. What do you mean it's not that important? I'm still learning the game. Game 1. The Avengers are kind of, yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Screw it. Okay, so this is where you sort of plan out your attacks, and then you can also click on the map here and go out and see all. So you kind of start off attacking the harbors and the outposts and monasteries, and as you saw, some of the different characters have abilities that affect what you might gain if you're attacking a harbor versus an outpost versus a monastery versus a fortress. So the game ends when the Longhouse no longer has anything else to offer. These Longhouse cards will be replaced. Game also ends when all the Valkyries are symbolized by the skulls. So whenever all of these are gone, I believe the game ends, which that's almost everything, really. Well, there's some exceptions. And when there's one fortress remaining, that triggers the end of the game as well. So you kind of start off attacking the harbor and you'll work your way up. Before you do all of that, you have to use the workers. So right now this is based on the color of the actual item. Just try not to read into this. I had to try too, but so you kind of start off with the black worker, and as you can see, for the silver, so the black worker gets 3 silver, the gray and the white get 2. The mill, the black worker gets 1 provision, the gray gets 2, the white 3 gets 2 provisions or gold. So the whole point of the game is, right now these people are sort of like tagging along, but I don't have a crew. Well, they're townsfolk. So if I switch over to crew, I have no crew yet because I haven't hired anybody. So how the game works is I'm going to take my worker and put it on an available spot. If I put the worker here, I will get 3 silver coins. I put the worker here, I will get 1 provision. If I put the worker here, I can hire one of the 3 townsfolk that I have sort of in my hand, if you will. I have enough money to hire, I guess, just the merchant. So I'm not quite there yet. I'd like to get some more silver. I'm going to move this down a bit. There we go. I like a little more silver. I could use some provisions as well. So I put my worker there, so I gain 3 silver. Now I have 5. Now, you place a worker, and then you take back a worker. So when you place a worker somewhere, you trigger the events that can happen at that location. When you take that worker back, it kind of works the same way. I kind of would like more choices in terms of the townsfolk with which to draw from. So I'm going to pull from the gatehouse, but I'm getting ahead of myself. At the armory, let me explain more of what's here. You saw the mill. Okay, the longhouse is where you can earn victory points, which is the whole way you win the game, at the longhouse. So if you go on your plunder and you come back and bring what is this, iron ore and gold, you can get 4 victory points. You can get 4 victory points for 2 gold, livestock and 1 iron ore. I think that's iron ore. So you can earn victory points at the longhouse of what's there. At the armory, you can trade in silver for strength levels. So 2 silver, 1 iron ore, you get 2. The treasury, you can discard cards to get the resources here. You discard 1 card, you get 2 silver. You discard 2 cards, you get 1 gold. Like I mentioned before, that the Towns Hall is where you can actually, it says it here, you can use the ability of the town folks card in your hand. So that's pretty cool. So that does matter. Use any building's actions as if you were there. That's pretty useful. I think I'm gonna do that. So I guess this is the only one that really makes any sense. I guess I can't do this in my first turn. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. So I can use any building's actions as if it were there. That's beautiful. The only problem is you can only do that. I just learned something. I realized that I spent the 4 or 5 games I played thinking that it was crew members whose actions you would take at the town hall. The town hall only works on townsfolk, the people who are not in your crew. I just read that, so I'm learning as I'm trying to explain this myself. So important. The card also goes away. So yeah, that's the thing. So I'd like some provisions, but also I don't know. This is all really one turn. So I got silver. I could get provisions, or I could just go to the gatehouse and just get more crew members in. I think I might do that. She'll offer me 2 more cards, 2 more townsfolk basically in my in my hand, if you will. Okay, so the AI just hired someone, and they go into the silversmith, and now it's my turn. All right, so I have 5 silver. I should pretty much start hiring people and doing stuff. Probably a good idea. All right, I need some provisions though. Let me see what these powers are. Lose 1 provision and gain 1 gold. That's useful. Okay. I'm gonna go to the mill. Gain a resource. You need resources to fight. Like, in order to go off and do anything, you have to have resources. The requirements are typically, let's look here. The harbor here, 1 resource, 3 crew members. So usually it's based on, the early game is based on that. And then we see this right here. That means that's where you can roll the die. And then if you get 10 or higher, you get 2 more victory points. If you get 16 or higher, you get 4 victory points. These are added to the amount of victory points you would get just for completing that raid, period. So having a crew that has a decent number of victory points to begin with will fill in the gap between the requirements here and earning more victory points. So that's why strength is important. So if you have a bunch of money, you can shed some to increase your armor. I said strength, it's armor. So now I have to pull back from somewhere. I gotta start hiring some folks. All right. Hire townsfolk to your crew. So you gain 1 victory point when raiding a harbor. So I'm gonna hire the warmonger. They lead the townsfolk group, and now they are in my crew, all by themselves. Okay, so the AI has already hired 2 people, which means they're probably going to start raiding and doing all that stuff before I will. Yay for them. What are the townsfolk powers are you gonna see? Like one that's offering. Okay. I'm gonna get some more money. Hire somebody else. Hire another warmonger because they're cool and all, but they don't offer anything in terms of strength. So now you see my strength is 6 because these are both worth 3. And these folks are still in town. Okay. So I either need 2 provisions or 2 people to even begin to start raiding, and I'm not there yet. So I'm gonna go to the town hall here. I can't use this one. Oh, lose 1 provision. Yeah, I can't use that. So we're gonna do that. All right. So I'll take some more silver. So I got more money. If I want to do any kind of raiding, I have to have some provisions. So I don't have 2 provisions. So I guess next time I can hire a 3rd crew member. And the AI is still ahead of me in having hired 3 crew members. I need to catch up. So, money or provisions? I'll do provisions and hire a 3rd crew member. Okay. So now they're hiring a 4th crew member. Jeez. I don't like that. Alright, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna set this thing off because we need to get this going. Alright, 3 provisions, 2 people here at the harbor. As you see, there's no Valkyries here. The skulls are Valkyries, which basically means one of your crew members is gonna die. You get to pick which one. Some crew members have an effect that well, I didn't keep the Warmonger, but no, the Berserker. When the Berserker dies, they get to go back into your hand, I believe, as a townsfolk. So the trade-off is, I wish there are some AI things that I don't quite get about the game. I wish they had numbers here, because every time you die, you get victory points. So I'm thinking if you die twice, you get 3 victory points. If you die 6 times, I don't know how to read this exactly, but I do know that when you attack some place that has Valkyries, because most do, it's not. Yes, you have to get rid of a car. You have to figure out which crew member that's going to die. But if you die up to like 7 times, you get victory points for every so many deaths. You get victory points. So it's not that bad. So you see here, I can do any one of these 3. So do I want ore or gold? What do I want here? I'll do this one. So we come out. This attacking is pretty much automatic. Like if you meet the requirement to attack, you're going to attack. So I got some victory points, got some spoils, and I'm coming back. And as you see now, I have a gray worker. So it's kind of hard to tell from the colors, but some of these places you have to have a gray worker. Well, you'll gain a gray worker once you start attacking. And you see there's a white worker up here. And that definitely factors into things you can do. So now the only trade-off is, now when I go to the silversmith, I'm only going to get 2 coins. Not a huge deal. Now I can earn 4 quick victory points by going to the longhouse. The whole point of the game is you want to like impress the ruler or whatever by bringing back spoils from your plundering, and you go to the longhouse to trade in this crap that you have. Well, I shouldn't say crap. The resources that you've killed people and slaughtered people and stolen to get, and you trade it in. So I can trade in livestock and an ore to gain 4 victory points right now. The whole point of the game is victory points. What I did notice is that even when I jump really high in victory points in the beginning, the AI will inevitably catch up. So you're never quite ahead as long as you think you'll be. So I need some more people. I need some more townsfolk with which to make choices from. So I'm gonna go to the gatehouse and hire some people. So. What does that mean? I honestly don't know. Alright, so you see the AI is 4, I have 7. Their strength is way up. Like they're at 12 because they've hired how many people they have. Yeah, they have 4 people. So I need to hire somebody. So I'm gonna also need resources. So I'm gonna come over here. I have a little bit of gold. So let me get some resources and then head over to the barracks to hire someone. Who am I gonna hire? Gain strength and kill, force an opponent's awesome crew member. They're both worth 3. If I leave them here, I can gain 1 armor by leaving that person as a townsfolk for right now, which also means the card, it's not like it stays. If I use it at the town square, you're exhausting it essentially. So you can't have it both ways. You can't exhaust the power of the town hall and have them usable as a crew member. You have to make that choice. So now it's my turn again. I'm up to 9. I have 1 resource. I don't think there's anything I could. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this one. All right. There is a Valkyrie though, so I gotta get rid of somebody. Make them pay, whatever. Do you mean the people that you're slaughtering so you steal all their stuff? Alright, so you have to sacrifice. Sacrifice to the Valkyrie must be made. Since I have 2 of these guys, I'm just gonna say goodbye to one of them. So you see, I think if I have 1, I guess if 1 more dies, I get a victory point. I don't know. Wow, they're going kind of upstream there, huh? Oh no, they're gonna roll, so you get a chance to see the rolling. So they don't get 22, but they pass 14, so they get extra victory points. Something told me the games that I won early on, I should have done my Let's Play then. Something was telling me. But here we are. We all make mistakes. I have like no money, so what am I going to do here? Jump ahead a little bit there. Not that it'll matter really, because it doesn't. Yeah. Resources, or let me see what I have here. So I'll make a decision: resources or money. I'll take the money. Alright, who's left over here? I can hire 1 more person. Okay, and what is their strength? I'm just curious. 14. I have no silver and no ore with which to trade to go up and to gain any strength, so that won't make any difference. I could get rid of a card and get some money. I always struggle with decisions in these things because I'm like, well, the whole point, I want to go back out and raid to earn more stuff. So what's the fastest way to do that? I have no resource. I have the crew. I have 4 people, so I can, there's some stuff I can do, but I need at least 2 resources. If only if I could trade in a livestock here at the longhouse for 2 resources. I guess I could do that next time. Analysis paralysis. Okay, I'll just take a resource. They're already rolling stuff. That's not good. Oh boy. They're already way up the hill, so I better step it up. Oh, see, I can't even go to the longhouse this time to do that. That stinks. Alright. Draw some more townsfolk in. And then not the choices I wanted. What are you gonna do? not sure why I'm doing this. I can get rid of a card to gain 2 silver. Gain 2 provisions. I don't know if I really want to do that actually. Man, I'll just be greedy and have more choices. Nope, I forgot I just put that there. Can't do that. Pay 2, so I don't even have any silver. There's nothing I can really do with that anyway. I don't have enough money to hire anybody. Yes, I want to use this one. I don't like any of my options, honestly. I can't even afford to buy anybody, so I'm just gonna skip. Which, like, why would you? This is the waste of half a turn, essentially. Not my best showing. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Gain 2 provisions. I have 3. And get a little bit of money. And that's my turn. So now I have 3 provisions. Oh yeah, they're definitely doing the armor thing. That's serious. I mean, do I even meet the requirement for some of this stuff? 3 provisions, 3 people. Well, let's go. Giddy up. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do this. Why? 3 provisions. 3 in my crew. Why can't I do this? I'm confused. Is that gray? That looks white. Those are both gray. They look white. Yeah, that's one thing that definitely... Okay, so I can't do it. Okay. Can't do that. Alright. Let's head over to the longhouse and see what we can do here. Trade that in for 2 provisions, because Lord knows I'm still going to need those. And... let's take some money. Gold to provisions. We stock up on provisions. I'm still not sure why. Maybe because I have the... Is this the white one? I need gray. Yeah. That is the issue here. Let's see what they're working with here. 16. Yeah, I really got to step up the armor here. I'm not doing too well with that. I'm gonna have no more than 8 provisions. Wow. Well, that sucks. Did not know. I did not know there was a cap on those. Well, we live and we learn. And they're doing even more rating because they have... Is that white or gray? That looks white. Yeah, the AI is beating the crap out of me at this point. Oh boy. I can do these little piddly ones. This is better than nothing. I'm honestly not sure how the rating scoring works because, like, I thought that said 1, but I earned like 3. I don't know. I'll take it. Let's see, what else can I do here? Okay, I can start rolling here. Okay, armor up. Come on. Oh, only 1. It's something. I don't know why I thought that was a 2 die roll, but that was not. That was clearly a 1. So, yeah. Oh well. trade that in. Get some more points. Try to stay in this game. And take some provisions. Okay, so they're gonna lose one of their characters. Oh gosh, they got 6 more. Jeez. I better hurry this up and start making my way upstream and doing some stuff. Because you can't use the map to kind of zip around. Although I do kind of wish that your summary appeared on the map so you could just look at what you have and see kind of, you know, what you need. But you know, it's not a huge deal or anything. But can I undo these? I sure can. It'd be better if I had, you know, more strength, but whatever. I didn't even crack the first one. It was 18. Jeez. Oh well. Getting my brains beat in. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, my armory is... Yeah, my armor sucks. I have no silver, so I can't even... what do I have in here? Anybody useful in the town? Take 2 silver from an opponent. What does it say? Hold on. Making off one thing, 1 less plunder, silver. 1 gold, 2. I don't even have 2 silver, so that's not even gonna happen. What is this? Alright, I'm going to steal some of my opponent's silver. And I always default in getting too much stuff from the longhouse as opposed to... Oh, okay. I thought there were only 2 left. They came back. Okay. Although also in this game, you don't know... On the analog version, you can see piles that are replenishing the longhouse items, but I have no idea how many are left. I guess once you see 1, then you know there's only those 2 left. I guess that is the indicator. Still don't have any silver. I need to hire somebody at some point. And all right. My turn. So at this point, it's like, why even bot? Like, these are worth 1. So I'm going to spend 3 resources for that. That's not even worth it. And I can't do... Oh, wait a minute. You can do... Oh, can't do anything with this worker. How do you get back to, like... What's the fastest way to get back to the other screen without scrolling? I guess it's go to the harbor and then just drag back over. But yeah, just little things like just having this just appear on the map will be cool, or just having your town also be on the map, so you can just click on it and go right back. Little things, you know, not a showstopper. Just little stuff. What I want to do here. Get some silver, and we'll hire somebody. Draw 1 additional card at the gatehouse. If killed, and Renegade Game. Oh, that's kind of useful. Also, I finally bounced my strength up to 14. Their strength is 20. Oof. Yeah, this hurts. Alright, well, I'm not doing too well here. Trade that and get some more resources so I can at least do something on my next turn. What do I have here? What abilities do they have? Draw 3 new cards to your hand. That could be kind of useful. Also can't do it because I can't do it. Right. I don't even think there's anything that costs a silver, so I don't think that's actually useful at all. Cool. You usually get to draw 2 cards at the gatehouse. I got 3, so that's cool. Use that, saves you a turn. Okay, I have 4 resources, 5 in my crew. So I get some gold there. I want to mess with the outpost. Or mess around with the real stuff. Of course, I can't do either of these. Why can't I do those again? Ah, you need gold to do it. Okay. Since we're here. Still didn't crack them. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Let's say goodbye to that card. That stinks, man. My armor is so low. Even with two die, I still don't even crack the top. Yeah, that's an important thing. Work on that armor level, because I did not do a very good job with that, and I am now paying the price for it. So I'm gonna go up 2 to 16, and how many resources do I have? I have none, and no silver. Trade in one of those for some resources, and that is my turn. As pathetic as it might be. So I have 1 silver, so I'm not really hiring anyone unless, hey, look at that. I've killed an, okay, so I can hire 1 person. Gravedigger. My crew is now back to 5 with no additional armor strength at all, but whatever. It's cool. Grab some resources, so at least I have 4, so my next turn I'm able to do something. Not much, but something. So I have 4 resources, 5 characters. Do I have a gold? Do I have any gold? No gold, so that also limits what I'm able to do here. I need 1 gold for this one, 2 gold for that one. Oh, that really stinks. Yeah, this is the cost to do it. This is what you earn. Yeah, I feel like, why even mess with these? I can't do anything with that, really. Yeah. Forgot they're gray. See, it shows you these are ones for the black worker, gray worker, white worker. It's all laid out right there. I'm just not paying attention. I pretty much can't do any of that stuff because I don't have any gold. So I'm gonna go back to the lowest harbor point. And oh boy. Let's see what these folks do. I'll do that. Yeah, so lose one whenever the game will plunder. Once a raid, you may re-roll. That's kind of that's not really doing me any good. no options there either, except for trading in livestock. And why not? Doing anything else. And could use some gold here. I think my second game I did very well. I really should have recorded. But knowing me, if I had recorded that one, I would have felt under pressure because I was recording it and still failed. But, you know, whatever. Oh, they finally missed the highest tier for victory points. Man. Alright. Let's pull in some new folks here. And we have plenty of resources. I don't know. Can't hire anybody, really. Can you have more than 5 crew members? Let me see. I have no... Okay, let's see if... I don't know. I think 5 is the top. I think I can... Yeah, you can't do any higher than 5 for your crew. So... guess I'm getting another resource. Yay! Let's see. Who am I dropping for more gold? Give me that gold. And give me even more gold. Gold, gold, gold. The AI has doubled my score. Okay, 5 crew members, 3 gold. So we can get this done and put me out of my misery here. This is what I live for. You might not live. You know, let's be honest. The grave digger's gonna get it. Let's be real here. Hey, finally made the first tier. Got some victory points. And good night. Back down to 4 crew members. Last round. I has been losing this game for the last 40 minutes. So. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're already just buying stuff. And of course, I meet none of the requirements. I have no silver, no livestock, no nothing. And this is the last turn. How pathetic. Let's see, what are my options here? Pretty much none. That's the last fortress remaining, so yeah, can't do anything with that. Alright, so we're gonna go over. Doesn't make any difference what I do here, really. Nope, can't do anything for provisions or victory points. I guess I can go up in strength for no reason. And then just have some money. 2 silver. Yay. Yeah, so I got my brains beat in here. I've played better. Still played better. But even though, I mean, that's okay. You come back and do better. Look at that. 40 points. So they had, what is it, times 9? I don't always understand all of the, well, you get victory points from how much armor you have. AI died, lost 6 cards to Valkyries, 10 more points, and so on and so forth. Whereas my piddly, measly little, I didn't really have enough. Yeah. Enough of anything. Look, I died 3 times for 2 points, so Yeah. I have won before, so I will be back. I promise. So that is, excuse the poor performance, but that is Raiders of the North Sea. You can play better and make more strategic decisions on. I mean, it's choices. There's always opportunity cost to these kind of games. Whereas, do I build stuff up to just trade it into the longhouse, which makes sense, but then you can earn the earning potential of raiding once you get to the mid tier where you can roll the die is that much higher because you get your armor up, you get closer to where the tiers are to roll the die to fill in the gap to get even more victory points. So it's all about choices. So I like it. I will continue to play it. Even tempted to pick it up on the Google Play, on my Android tablet and phone, all that good stuff. So I dig it. Anyway, like the video, give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below about, I'd say, what are some of your favorite analog digital game conversions? Let me know down below. And something should pop up on the screen, allowing you to click on more videos. You can also watch, share, like, all those good things. So thank you for watching. Take care. Be blessed.